Something different today. Check it out. Here we go. You know I never throw stuff away, right? These are bits and pieces I've amassed over time, and it's time to make something out of it. Yeah, so let's get arty. First, pen and paper. I need to get the ideas out of my head so I know what I'm working towards. Let's go. Now I like the idea of creating a little robot. Not a functional one, but it'll have its uses, as well as hopefully looking good. Don't at me though, it's just a little sketch, alright? Done. Now that's what I'm looking to make. Well, as close to it as possible. Can I do it? Who knows? Sketching done. Let's start with the first part. It happens to be the broken headlight from my Audi TTS project. It was too good to chuck. So let's cut the wiring to get the piece we're after. There you go. Nice projector housing. So you guessed it, it's going to be a lamp of sorts. Removing the little extra parts that clutter the look. I don't want this looking too busy. And this is a cam chain off my old Golf. I'll use that to create a spine for my robot, so it needs to get chopped. Here's a water pump from the TT, but I only want the top half. So you guessed it, chop chop.
So I've drawn it out on paper to scale. So I want that roughly sitting. That's going to be the base, be the backbone. You get the picture. So I need to make the legs, arms, neck, etc. Stay with me. So this is the base for the lamp, old water pump. Now I've already cut the bottom half of it, as you can see, but we've still got this. I haven't got my grinder, so I can't cut it off. I've got this to use as the base, or an old mount for a camera I got from work, and we're going to sit that on top of that. Sweet.
As the chain you saw earlier is not rigid, I'm using leftover fuel line from the Calibra I'm working on. It's rigid, but bendable, so it should support everything once assembled. I need 2 of them.
The idea is to get our rod and that will go in there, form the spine. Handily.
That's right, handily. This bolt threads right through it. Give me something solid to attach the spine to. Yeah. That'll work. Bosh.
Even though this looks off center, it's actually pretty much straight, but I need to make this curve to make the backbone.
So with gentle force, I bend the spine back, giving a desired angle, and a bit more bending to give that arch to it.
Slight difference just because of the way this mounts. Obviously the screw comes straight up and not out at an angle, so I can't get that curve like that. It has to sort of make a bit of an S. No biggie though, looks artistic.
Cutting to length with the pipe cutter. The front part of the spine had nothing to attach to, so I'm going to drill into the cog so I can drop a little insert into it. Chopping the head off a bolt, left the perfect size part. See it? Snug as a bug in a rug. Yeah. It's test fit time. Now I need to create the same bend like I did on the first. It's all aesthetics. Little by little, I don't want to kink that pipe. Patience. Yeah. Timing belt tensioner enters the chat. That'll be the neck of the robot.
Just gonna mark there where to cut.
Quick trim. Now there's no right or wrong in any of this, as it's my own creation.
Need to take this surround off because that's what we're going to mount to the neck part. So let's buzz that off.
I want that awkward corner removed, and I also need to flatten this section so it can mount nice and square to the neck. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. All the rough edges will be tidied up before final assembly. So the lip on the pulley is a bang-on match to the projector housing. Only need a way of securing it. 2 holes in this and the housing. Then we use 2 long thin bolts to marry the 2. This is an anti-roll bar link from the Z4 project. I'll chop this in half at an angle. This is going to be the shoulders. I'll put a small pilot hole in each, and that will allow me to fix it to the neck part. So of course, that's going to need some holes too. Onward.
I'll reuse this old lamp. These parts can be the arms and legs, muscles, etc. Strip it apart.
Strip down, quick time. And I'll keep that for powering the lamp. No wastage here, boy. These parts need chopping too. Lightweight but strong to form the limbs. And these parts will act as joints, knees and elbows. Getting a bit ahead of myself though, so let's mount the base properly. 2 long bolts with washers go up through the bottom and secured with a nut the other side to clamp the 2 together. I went with long runs for a reason. Back to the legs, one with a slot cut to give a slight bend. I can get on with attaching the joints. A bit of marking and drilling. And then I can use the existing hardware to secure it all together. This one's a bit different. You'll see where that goes. This process was repeated on all the limbs, obviously. Nip it up. Final stud attached and a spring. Sort of resembles a muscle and keeps the leg or arm from flapping around. Win-win. Those long bolts from earlier are bent slightly to allow the legs to sit at a natural angle. You see it? I can now attach the shoulders. It's like a more grown-up Lego at this point, and I used to love Lego. So let's go. It's coming together, innit? How's it looking? As the base is elevated, I need something to raise the end of the feet up. So another old camera base to the rescue. Now I love stuff like this. Being creative and solving problems on the fly. You should try it. Keeps the brain active. The grey was stark, so let's make it dark. Two more holes are drilled and 2 more bolts are screwed in. I'm just trying to think ahead. Okay.
Just remember those two, yeah? Remember them.
Time to fix things down for good, starting with the back part of the spine. Get in there. Followed by the front part. Yeah. Back to the old headlight. I'm feeling this wire shield. So off it comes. All the old clips and cable ties need to be removed. And then cut the connectors off at each end. Simple. Pull the wiring out. And then it's a case of feeding the lamp cable through it. Easier said than done. But we got there. Nice. This here is part of the bulb holder, and I need a way to hold it into the projector. These two holes will be perfect. So the plan is, make some holes in the projector that line up with these. Simples. A little cable tie through each side. And then the connection can be fed through the centre. Can't forget the heatproof shielding. Nip that down instantly. It can all be seated into the projector slowly, making sure I don't snag anything. We wouldn't want any shorts occurring. The connections can be screwed into the holder, and then cable ties on the backside to stop the whole thing falling out. Sorted. Look at that. Let's connect them up. Screw the two wires down into the chock block. And the bougie lamp cable into the other end. Nice and tight. Followed by some self-amalgamating tape to make sure the metal shield has no way of coming into contact with the wires. Then it can be closed up. Now the robot needs some hair. Can't be having a dead barnet. More fuel line gets bent up. Then I drill some tiny holes to attach it to the projector. BMW spark plugs for the look. Just experimenting with what looks good to me. What are you thinking? Yeah, I think that looks sweet. And like the neck, this is attached to the projector housing with some long, thin bolts. It's fiddly work, innit? I got this. It's time for some hands and feet. The chop block from earlier gave me an idea, so let's hack it apart. Centre portions removed, they become like knuckles. See where I'm going? The mains cable becomes fingers and toes. Watch it. Check me out. decent resemblance? Let's give the boy his arms. And secure his legs for the last time. 2 feet, 2 hands. Let's attach him. The wiring was cable tied to the spine, and a chain was also cable tied, but using metal ones. Ah, yeah. It gives an industrial, segmented look, and I like it. Last but not least, let's give him some lats. That's what those 2 bolts were put in for. And the hot glue works wonders. And he's done out here, I think. Let's see the reveal. This is the result of all the hard work. Check him out. It's gonna take pride of place, this one. I'm happy with it. Trust me, you can make use of any old junk, just like I did. I love it. Anyway, people, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Bless up.